All right, I want to walk you through Finn's place command. Finn, come. He's doing really good. So he kind of naturally gravitates towards place, especially this one. This one we've done a lot of, or we've got some others, but he naturally gravitates towards that one. So if you get one in the living room, I'd keep it. Keep one that's kind of the consistent place bed for him. So even we had a different bed, but we tossed it because they just get hairy over time. So instead of washing them in the machine, I just throw them away and get new ones. So we just put the cot on there, and he just puts himself on place, which is great. If people come over, okay, he still needs to stay there, even if people are coming in and out of the house. And if he gets off the bed, I'm gonna start tapping on the e-collar. So I'm just gonna go tap, tap, and I'm gonna guide him through this. So if he, Finn, come, let's say if he gets off, I'm not gonna correct him here because obviously I'm calling him to me, but I would be like tapping, and then I would show him with my body language, Finn, place, by like walking over there and even pointing a little bit to the bed so he can stay on the bed. And he's been doing this pretty consistently off leash for the last 2 weeks. So even if I go over into the kitchen, he should stay there. You know, even if we open up, knock something over, pantry, or if I knock something over, right, back door. So whatever it is, if we put him on place, whether we are here or there, or new exciting things, or another dog, or whatever the case may be, he needs to stay on place. And if he gets off, it's just tap, tap on that e-collar until he gets back on the bed. And he does pretty good with it. So even things like, this is one exercise we've practiced a ton. Place. Is, let me move this chair. Okay, so I'm gonna move this chair a little bit this way. So Finn, come. So this is, you know, obviously like what a lot of us do when we're visiting with dogs is we'll sit and pet them, which is great. But let's say he starts to get silly and starts to get, you know, or we're just done, because sometimes people are just, okay, that was nice. That was, you know, especially our guests, that was nice. And then right here, I'm gonna say, Finn, place. And that's harder because he doesn't want to leave, you know, the affection, right? Oh my goodness, that's so nice. And so we want to make sure that the vocabulary is clear to be the most fair to him. Because like this is not, even though, you know, my hand's out, I didn't say the word. I didn't say that you could come off this bed. So Finn, free, good boy. So if I say free, he can come, good boy. And then give him some love, and he just likes to lean all into it. Finn, place. Oop. Good job, buddy. And had he not, I've got e-collar here, but he's doing this all on his own. I haven't clicked anything since the start of the video, in fact. So he's doing really good. Finn, free. Wow, that's nice. So really good things to practice, especially with your kids. This is something where I see a lot of dogs, if they're getting mixed signals at home by kids and adults, Finn, place, it's unfair to him. So the most fair we can be to our dogs is consistency. So super fair. And that communication. So when I say FREE, he can get out. If I say YES, he can get out, but it's typically to reward. If I say place, there's no stay, place, period. I'm insisting on permanence. Doesn't matter what's going on, you got to stay on place. So he's done really, really well with that. Some other things, Finn, yep, yes, let's go, is going to be the wait at the door. So if I say wait, I want him to put his bum on the ground, okay? And I need to be able to wait, open this door before he's welcome out. Couple things. No, wait, there's some safety here. So let's say I'm just grabbing Amazon package, whatever. You know, I don't necessarily need him to come out, but let's say we're going outside. Free, good boy. And I want to be able to have him come out. Good job, buddy. And then maybe we're using the potty. So Finn, come, go potty. He's all on e-collar, so I don't like any dog out in the front yard without a collar on. go potty. And he might not need to go. We just went. But let's say we give him a chance to go potty. And then I need to take him for a walk. I recommend the first week or so, Finn, heel, using a leash. He thinks we're going on the bus. Finn, heel. Good job, buddy. He's like, I thought we were going to the bus. Good boy. So in the driveway, I might do a little bit of directional changes. He wants to go on the bus. Doesn't matter. I didn't say we're loading up. I said heel. Good job, buddy. So we're heeling. Good. I might take this time in the driveway to figure out what my e-collar levels are. First week, that leash, maybe even the first two, we even had another dog not take treats earlier, so he's passing over the food. That's good. Now I feel like he's in a good spot. So this would be, we're going. He does anticipate, so that's where he's looking back at the bus because he thinks that's what we're going to do. And we want to just make sure he's not anticipating the wrong thing, right? We don't want him to just, do things willy-nilly. We need him to focus and pay attention. Good job, buddy. Good boy. So here on my walk, I can practice some obedience. So I can practice like stopping. Good boy, Finn. He does have a tendency to want to lay down. I don't want you to let him do that. So I would rather you step forward. I didn't do any e-collar there. He's trying to be good. He's just soft. And so if he feels like I'm stopping, he feels like he's like, I'm anticipating the DOWN. But I want him to have a nice finish. Finn, heel. I don't want him to lay down until I say, Finn, down. Good boy. And then he can do that. Finn, heel. Nice. Whoops. Sorry, buddy. It's hard to watch when I'm filming. Good boy. Nice job. So then we'll stop and gather, and I don't want him to anticipate. Good boy, because that's where that down comes in, right? Yeah. We'll go back home. Now, let's say you're walking him over to the park. Again, that first week, having the leash on, even if you're going to the park, let it drag on the ground. Wow. But I'll show you when we're done. I'm going to tell him FREE. We're just walking back to the house for the sake of not having a lengthy video going all the way to the park. But when we're done, I'm going to tell him he can go. And that can be like where he can go play ball or have some freedom. Granted, it's safe, that kind of thing. Finn, free, good boy. So maybe he'll go potty, buddy. We're back home, so he's like free to wear. but you could use this, at the park. You could use this when you play ball. He's a really good boy. You want a treat? I've got some good ones in here. So he's doing really good. I am excited for tomorrow. I've just done some proofing all week, making sure he can do this. He's more than ready. Get him all bathed, nails trimmed, brushed out. He'll be ready to go. Good job, bud.